What is up, Woof Gang? So I'm not sure if any of you have heard or seen online today, but apparently there was a leaked plot for Avengers 4. Now, obviously, there's no way to tell the validity of this leaked plot since it is just something that's circulated online. However, I will say that it is very specific and it makes a lot of sense. Again, I don't know if this leaked plot is true or not, but if it is, it will give away major spoilers about Avengers 4, so watch at your own risk. And since we're going into the plot of Avengers 4, there will obviously be some spoilers about Avengers Infinity War, so if you have not seen it, this is a spoiler alert. Also, if you're new, we are giving a speaker giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the Stupendous Waves channel, leave a like and drop a comment below with your favorite superhero. That could be from Marvel, DC, or otherwise. We have just about a week left on it. It ends May 30th. Okay, so let's get into the apparent plot leak. Okay, so most of us have seen this photo, I believe. And if you haven't, here's a link above to a video I did on it explaining it. Okay, so the gadgets, sort of watch-like gadgets on their arms that everybody thinks are time travel devices, are apparently devices that Hank Pym made that enable the user to exit the quantum realm during time travel. We know that in the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp, they're really going to explore the quantum realm, or the microverse as it's called in the comics. And apparently they're going to find and bring back Janet Van Dyne, who is the wife of Hank Pym. If this is true, then Janet has been stuck in the quantum realm for many years, and if they manage to bring her back, then she obviously has to have a vast amount of knowledge about the quantum realm. So, as of right now, everything kind of seems to be lining up. A lot of this makes sense so far, but here's where they're going to take a different approach to the time travel aspect of Avengers 4. So according to this leak, they're going to be traveling to an alternate reality, which mirrors their own, but they're going to be jumping through various points in time to alter reality, and ultimately what they're doing is they're going to be trying to make their own Infinity Gauntlet to use against Thanos. So this is where it seems to get a little confusing because it's not the same reality. It's not like they're just going back in time, it's a different reality. So if they do something in this other reality, it probably wouldn't affect what's happened in their own reality. Now, there's already been so many different theories about this in itself right now. A lot of people are kind of saying, oh, it's going to be similar to X-Men Days of Future Past, but it's still pretty confusing. I don't think it's going to be like that. What actually comes to my mind when I hear this is the Scarlet Witch and House of M. In the House of M, the Scarlet Witch creates an alternate reality in which she brings some people back to life, and when the alternate reality goes away, they stay alive. This is what I can see happening. I can see them doing a bunch of things in this alternate reality, but eventually really what happens is they just get the Infinity Gauntlet. Nothing affects their current reality, but they take that Infinity Gauntlet back to their own reality and they have the power of the Infinity Gauntlet. So apparently some of the characters that were left alive at the end of Infinity War were done for a very specific purpose. And that is, they know where the Infinity Stones are. If you remember in Infinity War, where Thor gets aboard the Milano with the Guardians of the Galaxy, he lists off where most of the Infinity Stones are. Not to mention in Thor Ragnarok in the very beginning, he mentions that he went exploring the 9 realms for the Infinity Stones. So he knows where just about all of the Infinity Stones are except for the Soul Stone. But Nebula is still alive and she knows that the Soul Stone is on Vormir. So, their plan for this alternate reality is to go in it and find all of the Infinity Stones and then go to Nidavellir and have King Eitri forge an Infinity Gauntlet for them to put the Infinity Stones in and use against Thanos in their own reality. This leaked plot theory states that Thor, Rocket, and Captain Marvel are going to be the ones that travel to Nidavellir, and it also says that Tony Stark is going to be the one to wield the Infinity Gauntlet. It's also said that we will see the dwarves of Nidavellir in action before Thanos shows up and lays waste to all of them except for King Eitri. Continuing with the plot leak, it is said that the Avengers in the alternate reality will go back to the Battle of New York from the first Avengers movie after it ends. Here, Loki somehow overhears what their plan is and manages to tell Thanos somehow. He is the god of mischief. So Thanos, knowing all this new information about the Avengers, thanks to Loki, acts sooner rather than later when it comes to obtaining the Infinity Stones. The Avengers get their hands on the Space Stone and the Mind Stone, and then they travel to get the Power Stone on Xandar, but Thanos is already there. He attacks early because of the information he learned from Loki. This leads to a battle between the Avengers and Thanos right there on Xandar, in which Thanos still comes out the winner and he still gets his hand on the Power Stone. Unfortunately, this is where the plot leak ended. But like I said, this seems to make a lot of sense, and I actually really like it because I was kind of bummed when I heard they were going to do a time travel theme in Avengers 4 because I didn't want them to go that route. But this way they're kind of going that route without actually going that route. And it would make a lot of sense too because there's been characters that have been reported to be seen on set that died a really long time ago, such as Quicksilver. So when they go to the alternate reality and go to get the Mind Stone that's in the staff, obviously Quicksilver is still alive in that reality. And maybe they can somehow take him from one reality and drag him to their own reality. Again, much like what happened in the House of M series. But that is all we have for this leaked plot. Was this your first time hearing it, or have you seen this online today? Either way, I want to know your initial reaction to this theory. Could we have possibly just discovered the plot to Avengers 4 and possibly some of the scenes, or is this just nothing? Again, let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And a final reminder to subscribe to my channel and join the Wolf Gang and be entered in our giveaway. Thank you so much for watching. Woof woof.